In a huge stadium known as the Awakening Plaza, everyone has come to get their advanced or to watch their close ones getting awakened. Our MC is one of them who comes to get awakened. He has been waiting for this day for more than 10 years, and finally, his long-last waiting period is going to end. This is a world of superpowers with a combination of games and reality. People in this world will awaken different skills and receive unique superpowers after turning 18. These skills are categorized into 3 categories: attack, support, and life. Those with life class skills are considered as ordinary people. Support class jobs require a humongous amount of resources to level up, which means it's hard for support class people to grow stronger without the support of a powerful family. Our MC's wish is to be a warrior, which is the attack class job. There are countless dungeons, forbidden zones, hidden realms, and monsters in this world. Our MC Lin Han thinks that he is destined to become the strongest of all, and the only way to get stronger is by awakening as a warrior and defeating monsters. While he was dreaming this, he feels a gentle tap on his shoulder, so he opens his eyes and turns his head and sees that it is his friend Wang Qiang. Wang Qiang whispers to his ears that it is his turn, and their teacher is glaring at him. As he accepts him, everyone has finished their advancement. He then notices the teacher in front of him. The teacher tells him to stop daydreaming. Lin Han rushes towards the advancement place before the teacher could finish her words. His friend cheers him up and says that, after he becomes a warrior, they both will hunt the monsters together. Lin Han then climbs the stairs, and as he stands on the altar, an old man covered in a black robe tells him to stand on the circle and not to resist its guidance. The old man also encourages him and says that he is born to be a warrior. The skills one awakens is largely related to one's natural abilities, but they are also affected by one's will. And since Lin Han comes to this world, he has been working hard to become a warrior. As Lin Han stands on the middle on the circle, the old man activates it, and a huge blue light comes from the circle and reaches the sky. By seeing this huge ray of light, everyone becomes very curious about what type of incredible job he will awaken. Wang Qiang also gets surprised and asked his teacher about what is going on. The teacher says, it's a hidden class, aside from jobs belonging to the main categories. There are other extremely rare jobs that belongs to the hidden class. Wang Qiang gets excited. That says that Lin Han is destined to rise to the top. The job advancement test has finished, and a blue panel appears in front of Lin Han, which shocked him very much. Even though his job is hidden class, but the job is life cleric, which means he is a support healer. By seeing this, Lin Han gets completely broken. The old man says that a cleric is a bad job. Wang Qiang asked the old man why he says that it is a bad job, as the phenomenon was very strong, and there is no way Lin Han job is a weak one. Clerics are oddballs even amongst other magic-based jobs. Unlike others, they provide support for their allies through incantations. Different incantations have different effects. Clerics are truly very strong support class job. However, it is extremely difficult for clerics to level up, the old man said. He also said that the level system of this world can be separated into 9 stages. The stages are known as cycles and have 10 levels each. To level up, Lin Han will have to acquire unique primordial elements, which means that he will have to enter the inner area of the catastrophe. Even people who have reached the 6th stage wouldn't dare to venture into the depths of a catastrophe. The old man says that it is impossible to fulfill the requirement for a rookie like Lin Han. There is no cleric. If he had awoken as a warrior with these attributes, it would be great deal. He then checks the skills he has. There are 5 skills he has, and all of them are healing types. Lin Han feels depressed and thinks that it would be much better if he had awakened a life class job, as this cleric job cannot reach above level 10. At that time, if he had awoken as a warrior with these attributes, it would be great deal. He then checks the skills he has. There are 5 skills he has, and all of them are healing types. Lin Han feels depressed and thinks that it would be much better if he had awakened a life class job, as this cleric job cannot reach above level 10. At that time, he receives a message. The message says that confusion detected and the system guide is coming online. Myriad augmentation. System has been activated. By seeing the message, Lin Han gets happy as he has gotten a cheat system. The system says the host has one chance to augment anything related to him by 10,000. There are no limits on what can be augmented. Lin Han asked the system if it is possible to augment all his abilities. Of course. Ding abilities successfully augmented. Please check, the system said. Lin Han checks his status and sees that all of his status is multiplied by 10,000. Not only this, the shitty 5 skills he has all changed to a much high-rank skills. Now he has 4 forbidden and 1 unique skill. With these attributes and skills, Lin Han will be able to enter the depths of a catastrophe. After that, Wang Qiang comes towards Lin Han panting. He says to Lin Han that why the hell he left immediately after the awakening, as he had some that he wants to talk to. Wang Qiang said that the Academy's recruitment exam is in 7 days and tells Lin Han that they should go dungeon diving for a few days and level up as much as they can so that they both can get recruit in the Academy. While Wang Qiang was talking to Lin Han, someone heard their talks and laughs at them and said, "That the bullshit they are spouting." Wang Qiang and Lin Han turns around and sees Gao Chong. Isn't Lin Han's occupation one of the most useless out there, and he wants to enter the Academy? Gao Chong said. He also asked Lin Han what he is going to do with this useless job. By hearing this, Wang Qiang tells him to shut up and said that just because he awakened as an attack class thief doesn't mean he get to go around running his mouth. Gao Chong ignores Wang Qiang and walks closer to Lin Han and said that feeders like him who crawled out from the slums are destined to be nothing but useless. Lin Han didn't do anything and tells him to step aside as he was in his way. Gao Chong gets angry and insults him and said that with the shitty job that Lin Han has, he can beat him with one hand. Lin Han cannot take it anymore and punch Gao Chong on the face. He then landed a powerful hit on Gao Chong's stomach, which made him fly away and hit a wall. Lin Han then goes towards him and by cracking his fingers asked Gao Chong that what he said about beating him single-handedly. By seeing this, the two friends of Gao Chong's rushed towards him. He then gets up and said to Lin Han, "Don't get full of himself. When I reach the 10th level or even the 2nd cycle in a few days, you'll still be useless. And after that, he will make him regret even being born." Lin Han didn't say anything, but he gives a deathly glare, which makes Gao Chong and his friends scared. Gao Chong then takes his leave by saying Lin Han to just wait and see. As they leaves, Wang Qiang tells Lin Han that he thinks that in the near future he will become a very amazing person. They both then gets apart and went their home as they were very exhausted. Lin Han's home is in a narrow alley. To reach his home, he has to pass through a very broken road, and while passing it, Lin Han curses the road contractor for delaying the construction so much. Finally, he has come in front of his home, but he was very shamed to get inside as he didn't know how he will face his parents. He then gathers some courage and gets inside the house. As he enters, he puts a smile on his face and sees that his mother is cooking, and from the smell, he gets that his parents are making a feast for him. By seeing him, his mother tells that their boss has given them a leave so that they can celebrate their son's awakening. The mother then tells Lin Han to wash his hands and sit on the dinning. The three of them sits down and was looking very happy. His father tells him that from today he is an adult and he can drink now. Then, as he was going to tell them about his awakening, his mother stops him and tells him that they had heard everything from his teacher. Lin Han says sorry to his parents. His father tells him that it all okay if he cannot become a warrior, and there is nothing to worry about it as it is not the end of the world. His mother also cheese him, and after that, Lin Han assures that he will not give up. After the dinner, While his mother was washing the plates, he goes to his mother and asked her if she needs any help. She said him to go and watch TV. She then hands over Lin Han a black box. Lin Han takes the box and asked what it is. His father tells that it is his present. This is a treasure that has been passed down in our family for generations, his mother said. She also says, it was passed down from our ancestors. It's been in our family for over 100 years now. Your dad may be like this now, but a long time ago, his family was quite prestigious. While he was trying to raise his drunken father, his father says, we may be poor now, but many generations back, our family was pretty influential. This thing is perfect for you since your job is also magic-based. Bring it with you when you go training tomorrow. Lin Han then goes to his room and opens the box and very happy to see that there are 2 gold tire items. One is a magic staff and the other is a magic blessed robe. He then requests the system to augment the 2 equipments. The system tells to wait for a moment, and after a while his items get augment. The appearance of the items changes and the rank of the items gets to the legendary tire. Lin Han gets excited as now he can be the first close combat cleric. Laying on his bed, Lin Han is browsing the net to get info about catastrophe as he needs to collect primordial elements to get into the next cycle. He then notices a message about the Kingdom of Heizei. The Kingdom of Heizei is made up of a long coastline and lots of volcanoes and islands. The coast is crawling with monsters, and hurricanes and strong winds are always plaguing the water's surface, causing disasters beyond belief. While he was reading this, Wang Qiang messages him and asked to join him in a catastrophe. Lin Han declined his offer and said that hunting in a team will take a lot of time for him to level up. By seeing this, Wang Qiang tells him that when he enter in the second cycle, Lin Han has to team up with him. Lin Han then says that he will. Lin Han didn't want to team up with Wang Qiang as the Kingdom of Heizei is very dangerous, and taking Wang Qiang there will be a great trouble. He then sleeps, as it was already very late. Then in the next morning he gets ready and takes his legendary tire staff and robe and goes to the transfer square. He gets inside the building and set the location of the Kingdom of Heizei and shows his ID card for verification. As the verification is confirmed, he moves inside the blue portal and comes to the catastrophe. As he gets inside the catastrophe, he sees a warning board, which says to be aware when hunting, and says that there are Sliverice poison frog ahead. As he was reading this, a huge poison frog appears behind him and is about to attack him. The frog unleashed an ice attack, but the attack didn't land on Lin Han as he activated the shield at the right time. If the shield casting is even 1 second later, Lin Han would have lost his life. The frog then shouts out loud. The shout of the frog is a psychic attack, which affects the head of Lin Han, and he feels a sharp pain in his head. The system says that the shield can block only physical and magic attack, but it cannot block psychic attacks. After a while, he feels okay and activates his forbidden spell chaos domain. A huge fire comes from the sky and lands on the land, causing a huge explosion and a tsunami. The police department has also noticed the huge magic and reported it to Minister. The police thinks that it is an enemy attack. The minister says Huyu City is located in the middle of the coastal defense line. There are 10 or more big cities guarding it on all sides. It'd be impossible for us to not receive an alert from other big cities if there really was an enemy strike. The minister then enters the monitor room and tells the officers there to quickly turn on the monitoring screen and see if there is any powerful human capable of controlling forbidden spells. While checking the monitor, the minister gets a call from his subordinate that he wished to declare that the entirety of Huyu City should enter defensive state, and they should locate the source of the magic force and wait for the next move immediately. The tsunami was about to hit the city, so the police tells all the citizens to evacuate their house and gets towards the central shelter. The waves hit the coastal area, and all the buildings in the coastal area gets destroyed. The tsunami cannot get further to the city as it was stopped by the shield. On the other hand, Lin Han was unaware of all this situation, and he was happy to see the rewards he get from killing the monster. While he was watching the items, the system says that he has got a skill book and he wants to enhance it by 10,000. Lin Han gets extremely happy and tells the system to quickly do it. The skill turns into a forbidden skill, the grace of gods. This skill allows Lin Han to activate skills without verbal incantations. A huge earthquake occurs, which shakes Lin Han. The earthquake occurs because of the huge volcanic eruption. Lin Han then looks at the map and sees that there is a fire element in that location. He rushes towards the eruption volcano. Because of the eruption, the surrounding monsters has turned into ashes, which saves him from a lot of trouble. He goes there and founds the fire element and quickly saves it in his inventory. He was so happy to get the fire element so easily, he then starts to move to get the wind element, which is near him. He goes according to the map and comes in front of a huge hurricane. He pierced the hurricane and found the wind element. This time, Lin Han was very lucky to get 2 element sources from the natural disasters, and he also gained lots of items and material. If he puts these items and material in the market, he will surely make a lot of money. Lin Han thinks it enough for one day and decides to return home. As he gets out of the Hai-Z land and get out of the portal, he sees that the whole place is in cause. Everyone is running around saying that the tsunami is coming. By seeing this, Lin Han asks what is going on. An officer of the place comes and says that a tsunami is coming and tells him to follow her to the evacuation point. Lin Han asks the lady that how the tsunami occurs so suddenly. The lady says, a mysterious force has caused a tsunami in Huyue City, and now it's in chaos. She also said that this mysterious power seems to have come from Hazel's landside. By hearing that the mysterious power comes from the Hai-Z land, Lin Han thinks that it must have occurred because of him using the forbidden skill. Lin Han feels guilty as because of him using the forbidden skill, so many damage has occurred. He decides to go and help the other to stop the tsunami. On the Huyue City, the wall of life, the shield that is stopping the tsunami's waves has reached its limit. The shield will work for maximum of 5 minutes. The minister orders his subordinates to summon all the awakeners above 30 to the wall of life, and also tells to call the neighboring cities for help. In the meantime, the second wave has come, and the wall of life has started to crack. By seeing this, the minister tells all the soldiers to use their magic to hold the tsunami, but the soldiers were exhausted, and their magic was not enough to hold the growing tsunami. Everyone has lost their hope. But in that time, our MC makes his entry, and by using his blessing song skill, he recovers all the soldiers' magic. The soldiers get their magic back and was able to successfully control the tsunami's waves. After a while, the tsunami was completely gone. By seeing this, Lin Han gets relieved, and he gets that the forbidden skill are extremely strong, so he will have to carefully use them in the future. He then gets a call from his mother, who was very worried about him. She asked if he is okay and why he didn't receive her calls. Lin Han replied, he is okay, and the reason he cannot pick up the calls because there was a network issue. He then tells her mother that he is safe at the shelter and he will be back to home shortly. As the crisis gets resolved, Lin Han goes to his home. Then on the next morning, Lin Han goes to the transfer room to do the second cycle mission, and after completing the mission successful, he will be upgraded to the second cycle. A lady gives a form to Lin Han and tells him to complete it. As he completes it and give it the lady tells, there are 2 types of transfer missions. The designated ones, usually between B and A in rank. The other is random, and the mission level is chosen at random. She then asked Lin Han which one he will choose. Lin Han replied, he chooses the random one. The lady then brings a crystal ball and tells him to place his hand on it and fills it with energy. Lin Han does this, and after a while his mission level comes and shocks the lady, because it is a S rank mission. The lady suggests him to make a new choice. as S-rank missions are no different than death. Lin Han says that it is all right and he will take the mission. The lady then selects the mission for him. The details of the mission and the name of Lin Han, who takes on the mission, appears on the big blue panel on the middle of the place, and everyone sees this. The mission name is Apostle of the Abyss. To finish the mission, Lin Han has to go to dungeon search and kill the Apostle of Abyss and take the heart of the Abyss. Everyone was surprised to see that someone has taken such a dangerous mission. After that, 3 people comes to Lin Han and tells him if he comes with them, they will make sure that he completes the mission. Lin Han respectful declined their offer and is about to leave, but the baldy gets angry and goes to punch him. Lin Han sees the badly coming towards him, so he turns and kicks the badly's face. All the surrounding people get surprised to see the power of Lin Han. The subordinates of the baldy goes towards him and asked him if he is okay. They then tells him to beat the shit out of Lin Han. The badly then punches his subordinate and says he cannot fight in public. As Lin Han was leaving, the baldy thinks if he can't beat him in the right way, he will beat him in a dirty way and will make him beg for his life. Lin Han goes to the commercial market and a lady greets him and tells him to follow her. They goes into a room. Lin Han shocks the lady by showing him the huge amount of equipments and materials he has bought. By seeing all the items, the lady tells him to wait for a moment and she will send the manager to him. After a while, a mid-aged name comes inside the room and says, "Sorry to Lin Han for making his wait." The man then stands beside him and tells that he is Liu, the manager of this commercial market, and he is a master treasure hunter of level 46. Lin Han gets surprised to hear that a level 46 awakener is a manager and thinks this is why the commercial market is one of the best guild in the world. The manager praised Lin Han for this extraordinary feat of bringing so much equipments at once. He takes a quick look at all the equipments and tells Lin Han that he can offer him 23 million for all the items. Lin Han didn't say anything and put 2 swords on the table and asked him how much he will give him for this too. The manager takes the sword on his hand, and with his appraisal skills, he checks the status of the swords. And after the appraisal, the manager tells that the 2 equipments are a parts of a set, and these equipments are both legendary tire. The manager tells Lin Han that if he is willing to sell the items, he will give him 140 million. Lin Han confirms the deal. The manager then hands Lin Han a card and says, "This card is a VIP black card of their trading house. No matter which trading house city he is in, he can enjoy the highest level of attention." Lin Han says thanks to the manager and tells him that he would like to buy some skill books. Lin Han buys a skill book and tells the system to augment it by 10,000. The skill turns into a forbidden skill. The skill name is Eye of Sky, and it is a passive skill, which grants the user the perspective of a god and also alert him if someone with a bad intention is approaching him. He then goes to the Dungeon Information Center and gathers all the info about the Apostle of Abyss dungeon. While taking the map of the dungeon, he feels a small amount of malice, but he didn't care about it so much and focus on the dungeon. The baldy that he beat before is following him. Lin Han enters the dungeon and sees a frog monster is in front of him. He quickly attacks the monster with a lightning spell, but the attack didn't do much effect on the monster. The monster then attacks him, but he quickly falls back and avoids getting serious injury. But even with that small contact, he lost 1,800 life points, whereas the level 10 frog lost only 800 life points. While he is already going through a hard time, so to give him more, the baldy and his team comes to the dungeon and says how arrogant of him that he comes to his dungeon alone. He says that he has researched about him and found out that he has many money on him, and today all of the money will become his. "You know I'm rich, but you still dare to attack me. You're really not afraid of death," Lin Han said. As the baldy was about to answer, the monster jumps at him, but he cuts the monster into pieces and says he is a second cycle master, and a monster of level 10 or above is a piece of cake for him. He aims the sword at Lin Han and said, if he kills him here, there will be no one to know about this. Lin Han then uses a forbidden skill name, Curse Descent. The two subordinates of Baldy gets mad and takes a knife on their hand and rush towards the Baldy to attack him. The Baldy was so confused, he dodges the attack and asked what's wrong with them, and if they are doing this for money, they can negotiate about it. The two about them didn't answer anything and keeps on attacking the Baldy. By seeing the two of them going berserk, the Baldy gets scared and points his sword at them and asked if they had a death wish. The two of them rushed towards the Baldy and caught him, and one of them bit at Baldy's hand and the other one bits at the feet. The Baldy turns to Lin Han and asked if he is the one to bribe the both of them. Fool, don't you understand? They are under my control, Lin Han said. The Baldy gets nervous and said, how can a level 10 supporter do this? By summoning a lightning skill. Lin Han says that who told him that a supporter cannot deal damage. He also says his farewell to them, and after that, a huge lightning strikes and KO them. Lin Han then gets out of the dungeon. As he gets out, the dungeon starts to collapse by sees this. Lin Han gets scared as by only using a forbidden curse skill makes the dungeon collapse, as if it was made of tofu. In the Lunar Magic Detection Division, the monitor gets a huge magic signal. The minister quickly gets into the monitoring room and asked what's going on. The officer says, there are terrifying energy fluctuations coming from the underground dungeon. It's probably a forbidden curse, and the underground dungeon could collapse at any time. Damn it, is this Supreme Sovereign busy doing nothing? Last time it was a tsunami, and now he's even collapsing the underground dungeon. What is he planning? The minister said. The officer asked the minister what they should do now. The minister tells them to quickly call the mayor. The minister then tells the mayor that the underground dungeon could collapse at any moment now, and for the safety of the professionals, they need to evacuate immediately. The mayor replies he understands and gives permission to the minister to organize a rescue team and take action quickly. Yes, but mayor, this incident happened around the awakening of many students. It's not a simple matter, the minister said. The mayor says he will request the support of a supreme sovereign from above and tells the minister to focus on the rescue mission. He also says to the minister that he is entrusting the future of Huiming City to him. The minister drops the call, the orders the officers to quickly gather and move towards the underground dungeon. On the underground dungeon side, all the buildings starts to collapse. Everybody starts to run to save their life. Lin Han was there, and he used his guardian angel skill to heal all the people. In the meantime, the minister and this team has reached the place and immediately starts to rescue the injured ones. The minister gets angry on the person who did this and was cursing him. Lin Han sees this and slips past the minister quickly. He goes to the Change Profession Center and hold a lady's hand and said he comes to change his profession. The lady gets shocked that he so quickly completed the S-rank Apostle of the Abyss mission. As the surrounding people hears this, they also get shocked and thinks that he is a secret expert, cultivated by a major family. No, it's just luck. Experts were fighting nearby and I took advantage of the situation, Lin Han said. Lin Han successful fools all the people, and he tells the lady to quickly change his profession. As he gets into the second cycle, he feels a huge difference when he was in the first cycle. He also gets 2 skills and tells the system to amplify the skills by 10,000. The skills gets amplified by the system and turns into forbidden skills. Among the 2 skills Lin Han likes the second skill very much as it can be defense and escaping. He gets out of the center and sees everyone running. He then asks a boy about the situation. It's because of fear. Minister Sun Hu thinks a supreme sovereign has appeared, and he was just asking one after another. The aura. It's indescribably frightening, the boy says. Lin Han thinks he is lucky as he just changed professions. And even if the minister is looking for a supreme sovereign, who would have thought that a supreme sovereign and a second cycle support like him are related. He then notices the TV where the minister says, starting today, the underground dungeon is closed for maintenance. Also for everyone's safety, No one is allowed to leave the city. By hearing this, Lin Han gets shocked as he needs to leave the city for some third-level materials. As Lin Han cannot get out of the city, he decides to go to Manager Liu and try his luck out. As he goes to the commercial market, Manager Liu greets him nicely and offers him a cup of tea. The lady then brings him a list of products and tells him to pick freely, and they will also give him a 10% off on everything. Lin Han said he would take 20 copies of various magic scrolls. He also said the manager that he wants to ask him about some information. The manager assures him that their guild's information is reliable. Lin Han understands it and requests the manager to give him some info about the source of calamity. The manager hesitates a bit by seeing this. Lin Han asked him if don't have it. It's not that, it's just that sources of calamity are rare and information is hard to come by. The manager said. Lin Han understands it and asked the manager to give him some info about a epic level piece of equipment. The manager then said as Lin Han is a customer, they value, so he will tell him in secret info. There's an auction happening in Crescent Moon City soon, and news about the source of calamity might come up there, as the date of the auction is a few days later, so Lin Han thinks, in this time he should find a place to level up and improve his skills. Lin Han then said the manager to give him something that will help him level up. The manager calls the lady and said to Lin Han that he won't let his valued customer down. The lady places an item covered with a white cloth on the table. As the manager removes the cloth, a bright golden light comes from the item. Lin Han asked about the item. This is the legendary teleportation array to the Silver Dungeon, a leveling hotspot. With this, he can take one person into the Silver Dungeon and level up rapidly, the manager said. Lin Han gets very impressed as the Silver Dungeon is very rare that cannot buy access with money. The manager asked if he is satisfied. Lin Han replied that he is very satisfied by this item. After that, he takes his leave. As he leaves, the lady asked the manager wouldn't it be a loss to give the item to him as it is a very rare item. The manager replied, how could it be a loss? I can sense that his power has grown significantly since last time. If he needs the source of calamity for a class change, then I might see my second advancement. Ritualist, isn't that worth the investment? Lin Han gets out of the room, and he starts to think whom he should bring along with him to the Silver Dungeon. At that time, his friend Wang Qiang call, and by seeing the call, he gets the person he wants to bring along with him. He received the call and said why a busy person like him is calling him. Wang Qiang said he wanted to team up and hunt some monsters with him, but the city got locked down. So he thought he'd complain to him. Now, he is turning frustration into appetite. Forget about leveling me up. I have a big project, the Silver Dungeon teleportation array. Have you heard of it? Lin Han said. By hearing this, Wang Qiang gets so shocked that he spilled the drink on him and said to Lin Han, if he is being supported by a rich lady and he gets something so rare. Lin Han tells him to cut the nonsense and answer if he is going to come or not. Wang Qiang replied, he will come. Lin Han then tells him to be present at the entrance of the Silver Dungeon at tomorrow, 9 a.m., or else he will be going without him. The next day, many people has come to the Silver Dungeon. Lin Han was waiting for Wang Qiang, and after a while, Wang Qiang come and said, I came to see where the rich lady who's sponsoring you is. But it looks like there's nothing here. I woke up early for nothing. Lin Han catch him and tells if he had a death wish. While they were having fun, some of their school classmates comes and recognize them. The starts to mock them. One of them said, who a healer have the nerve to enter a Silver Dungeon? By hearing this, Wang Qiang gets angry and wants to beat the boy, but Lin Han stops him. One of the boys then advised Wang Qiang to not go to the Silver Dungeon with a death weight like Lin Han, and if he goes with him, he will turn into a corpse. Wang Qiang mad and tells Lin Han to leave him as he wants a duel with this guy. Lin Han said Wang Qiang to not get angry with the trash. The boy then points his sword at Lin Han and said to watch his words as they are. Second advancement, a bunch of pawns manipulated by someone. Still expecting me to respect you, Lin Han said. The boy get mad and said to explain him what he means. Lin Han then said the mastermind behind this to show himself. After that, Gao Chong comes from hiding.